Okay, welcome guys to my Blood Bowl commentaries. It's been a while. I'm doing a Norse game here. Actually, this is a very interesting match. I'm playing against a 11-man or 11-woman rather Amazon team, which is a team designed for well, the Amazons are strange and they come with lots and lots of dodge. Every person has got dodge. I'm playing with my new team, or relatively new, though they got beat up. They haven't had amazingly good play recently, but we'll see how they do. Of the Pillaging Northerners. So he's got 4 rerolls and I've got 2. That will probably come into play quite a bit. I have a Yeti whose claw is made redundant. But at least that's a strength 5 character. On my team, I've got a lot of frenzy, he's got a lot of dodge, I got a lot of block. This should be interesting. It's difficult. These are the 2 alternate human races that were thrown in when Blood Bowl Legendary came in. The Amazons are a far more dodgy team, neither team is faster. Both are pretty weak armor. You can expect to see lots of injuries. I do have, I think, an extra man, which is at least something going for me. Yes, I do. And I may have a slight speed advantage on certain aspects. So I'll be kicking off. So you can see I've got my Yeti there. I'm not a fan of Yetis, one of my teams. My other team, I was trying to film for you guys, but my other microphone is being a pain in the arse. Actually was not amazingly. That the Yeti in that game, I was against High Elves and it was just one bad roll after another, but the Yeti failed me again, so I'm hoping this Yeti is different. That was a different team, different Yeti, but the Yeti got badly hurt relatively quickly. I took a lot of injuries to High Elves when I should be doing the injuries to High Elves. And yeah, it was just not pleasant in the slightest. Okay, so he's going for a, well, I suppose it's a wise move. He's not really looking to attack me. He's looking to just play the ball, I guess, around my back. I'm going to have to play this conservatively. My 2 rerolls means I'm down. I have half the rerolls and half the ability to play. It might be worth me fouling some of his key players. You can see that. Actually, I haven't introduced Amazon before. I'll introduce the Yeti on my team, because you've seen other players, but there's 2 Berserkers, linemen, 6 linemen with 1 on the bench, 1 thrower, 1 runner, so I'm missing werewolves. The Yeti has got Disturbing Presence, Claw, Frenzy, Strength 5, Wild Animal, and Loner. Armor value 8 and Agility 1. So he's a pretty. They can be really good, I'm told. Later on in the game, they can be pretty damn decent because of the claw, and then you get Mighty Blow, and you've got a Claw Mighty Blow, which is a powerful combination that can really knock out, which reduces their armor to. Well, it basically means that whenever you hit someone, you're hitting basically someone with armor value 7 and with Mighty Blow, which is always nice and very vicious. But yeah, okay, so the Amazons, they have got 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4? Yeah, it looks like 4 line women who have just got dodge. That's up movement 6, strength 3, agility 3, armor value 7. He should have upped, yeah, he's got 4 blitzers, as would be expected, with dodge and block. And movement 6, strength 3, agility 3, armor value 7, and he manages a push there. He's got a singular passer thrower who's similar stats. They've all got the same base stats, but then they've all got dodge. But the throwers have pass, the blitzers have block, the catchers have catch, and the line women have nothing. So it looks like he's just going to make a run for it down this left-hand wing. And he scores a hit on my lineman. Neither lineman break the armor, so that's at least something. Yeah, I've not been having an amazingly easy time with Norse recently. He needs to watch while playing down the flank though, because if I manage to catch him with one of these frenzy players, that's going to be a lot of damage, or rather I'm going to be able to push him off field a lot, which I'd love to see. I think the main thing is I'd like to get my Yeti up here, because that will reduce his catching ability due to the disturbing presence, and he's wasting a reroll. Oh, he's not going to waste a reroll. I thought he would go for the pickup, but apparently not. Okay, so first of all, it's completely redundant trying to lock down these players. They've got dodge, but you can at least try and hold off, get a few hits, etc. I don't want to pop my Yeti right on the side in case they do manage to get a lucky hit on him, but it might be worth it. Also, there's the small issue that if he goes frenzy, he could... I want him to move there, but okay, we're going to have to do something like that. But first of all, as with everything, move your players into their respective positions first. You don't want to be caught with no players in the right position. Ooh, I should probably put up in front. Always something you should do, really. I'll keep back my thrower here. I don't want to get... He's not going to be able to make the run already, so that's something. Move this player here, and maybe a Zerk just to look threatening up here. But yeah, generally just trying to limit his possibilities a bit. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll charge down this line woman, and because she's got dodge, it doesn't affect her, but that's okay. We want to move forward. Okay, I'm actually not going to waste a reroll on that. With disturbing presence around, he doesn't need to be up for it to make an effect, and it has a within 3 squares, so his catcher I think is still technically... This is the thing about disturbing presence, it's got this little bit around here, but I think it actually expands a lot further than that. It's about here that it stops, which catches that catcher right there. But he's not going to go and make the throw opponent to that catcher right now. So he's going to make a blitz on this player, which is fair enough. I maybe shouldn't have actually put in so many players in combat. That was probably a bad move, because he's going to be able to put me in combat. I'm used to Norse being able to hold their own, but I forget that you don't see Amazons too much in this game. I've already lost one to knockout, which is a shame. The thing, it does come down to the fact that they're going to... We've both got low armor value. I maybe put a bit too much faith in my block, so I won't be making that mistake again. I hope. It's quite tempting to see if I can just go for the blitz on this player. But if I do, I'm going to get caught up. No doubt. Okay, so they've actually got the ball. It looks like they're going to go the other side, which isn't overly unpredictable. And it's quite tempting to even this up with the Berserker and try and go for a blitz here. Rather put this player here and go for the blitz. But if we're going to... But it's also very tempting to just... There's no point really blitzing with this player. I'll just move him and hope that he passes. He doesn't. This is why I don't like Yetis. You can't rely on them to do shit all. Move this player here. He's doing a good job of making me guess where he's going to go. But I can put players where I need to put them. And make it so even with dodge he's going to have issues entirely making it to me. Right. I really don't like Yetis when they hit the floor. I really don't like Yetis full stop. I find them really annoyingly useless. Right, this is a bit risky because it's a 1-die block. For block, it means 1 in 6. Okay, so that wasn't quite as I desired because he's now sitting there. But to get that player up, he's going to have to do something. And I'll just add another bit there. Right, that should end my turn. He's playing, we've both got relatively low movement, but it's the fact that I could be missing out on a player here who's just standing there doing shit all, which would be great. Oh yeah, he's going to be able to hit this player. But he doesn't manage to score a particularly good hit unless he wants to use a reroll. I mean, I wouldn't have used a reroll, but it's fair play if he wants to. Means he can get this player up, then hit him to the side, and maybe he could potentially blitz. Actually, could he? No, he couldn't blitz. And he doesn't make that hit, so... my Berserker carries on. Risky to make a 1-die block with no reroll in hand, and yes, I'm still getting beaten up on this side. And that's an armor break. I really want to move this Yeti, but he's not going to be able to help me here. Really do not like Yetis at all. I bought one for the variants because my other Norse team that you've seen me play with doesn't have a Yeti. Okay, it's very tempting to blitz now with this player, with the Yeti. And just... because it looks like he's trying to switch up the play to that side again. But this time it looks like I might be able to get some of my own blocks in. It's not entirely impossible I could knock this player off the edge, but I'm not going to try. Risky, and it shows disturbing presence. Even though the guy was on the ground, he still managed to do a sterling job. Only thing is now I have to work out how I'm going to get to that ball. Yeah, that's one good thing about disturbing presence. I really don't want to start off with. I don't want to make a dodge. Okay, so thinking about this logically, it's better to start off with him doing what Zerks do, which is just go crazy. And that was the wrong move to make. Oh, that was really the stupidest place to put it. And I've now had to waste a reroll. Ah, I meant to put him there. That was really not very clever. Okay, well, anyway, I'm there now. And that was completely wasted. Not happy with myself. We still want to lock down some of his players. And I want to get that ball off him, but... okay, we'll put this player here. We should be able to make some blocks around the place to try and... aha! Runner makes a good hit on the guy. Right, so what I'd like to do is I'd like to make a blitz with this player, and I'd like him to end up sort of... but that can happen. I really hate Yetis with a passion. They never work for me, ever. I'd love to be able to go pick up that ball, but it's just not happening. Though, then again, he's still got disturbing presence if he's going to throw the ball. Yeah, so made a key mistake with the Berserker. I missed Frenzy and did a stupid thing, but I got fluky on the reroll. Rather not fluky, but I had a bit of luck. And this player's doing alright. He's making it out. I really should have picked up the ball, but yeah, I needed to open up a gap somewhere and I didn't quite make it. I mean, I was sort of intending to move the throw in, but I wanted to sort of secure a position with the Yeti over it, so if he did manage to pick it up. Now that's wasted 2 of his players just doing that. He'll be able to bring this guy in as well, but it's looking like I'm on the right-hand side of this line here, with Berserkers and the Yeti. So that's frenzy, a lot of frenzy. I should be able to push him off, in theory. But he is putting his players in the right positions to get some assists on, but he's got to concentrate on the ball as well. And yep, he's shielding me from the ball there. So he lands a hit on my Berserker, whose armour breaks annoyingly, because otherwise he could jump up and go for a hit, but not this time. Okay, so similar plan, we're going to get that Yeti into that gap there. And we're going to try and disrupt any sort of... we also need to get players up here though, that's the other thing. And before we move the Yeti, we want to make sure that we're sort of clearing up some room on the sides here. It's not the best game for me ever. Okay, so that at least puts this player... He can now make a block there, but before we do anything like that, we're going to try and get ourselves into... get rid of this catcher. Come on, Yeti, do me proud. And we're going to push him another one. Yeah. Okay, that's a bit better. Cool. Nice work there, Yeti. Now we have a Yeti next to the ball carrier. That's quite useful. I'm going to make a risky 1-die block because I've got block. It's a 1 in 6 chance of scoring a red. Unless you do that, I'm not going to bother rerolling. Again, I'm not doing very well at thinking with frenzy here. I'm going to have to... That's something I'm going to have to think about if I want to do anything here. You should be able to make the handoff, but again, it's a reduced pass, reduced catch ability. Yeah, I suppose he could bring in players to just assist and knock this player down, but he's not going to actually... Unless he... Well, I suppose he could try and push him off the edge, which would be quite impressive. Which is what I'm worried about, but it's still going to be devoting a lot of your manpower to doing it. Yep, there's one. It's annoying with 1-die block because he's got a higher chance of failing it. Thanks to... yeah, here we go, he's going to use his thrower. Still only a 1-die block. 2-die block now. And he scores it. It's a pain, but it's actually given me it's delayed him a little bit, which should give me time to sort of beat up his players here. That is the risk of playing against a dodge team on the flanks, is the fact that they're more likely to be able to access you. But I'm okay with that actually, because if I plug a player there and a player there, and now he's making a few risky things, 1-die blocks like I did when he scores a knockout from it. Nice. But yeah, if I can pop a player sort of, if I could frenzy him off the edge, that would be very good. But he's seen what I was thinking. Although it might not change any situations, because I should be able to. What I can do is I can put that player there, bring this player around here, then score a 2-die block here. Oh. Wow, that's really annoying. Now I'm going to have to risk some 1-die blocks to try and clear some room. And I needed to follow that guy. Okay, so this isn't looking amazing. Right, rather than push, and I've just put that guy in a really stupid position. I really wanted to get like the push on him. And this is going to end up with a one-die block as well. I should have got that player out first. I'm really not doing very well with my friendlies. I'm not predicting it well. And I get a knockout. And I could have frenzied there, but I'm going to apparently. Right. I could have done this so much better than how I've done it. Right, instead of doing... push that player there, bring this player in here. This should give me a chance for a two-die block here. Unless he fails the jump up, which is a 1 in 6 chance. Oh dear. We've both got 2 players knocked out, except I have my Yeti standing off field, which isn't great. I really should have taken advantage of that better, but I didn't. I wouldn't be surprised if he knocked a player off the edge and tried to score. But we'll see what happens. Right, okay, so here he goes with the first hit. He doesn't make a particularly amazing hit, but that won't really matter because soon enough he's going to punch me off field. And I'm rapidly beginning to come up to a few men down again to an agility team, which is an issue. Although he's going to have to clear off this space first, which is the good news. I really needed this player to get up, but my berserker's on. Well, that jump up failed, so that's not amazingly useful. Here you go, he's going to make that. The only thing I can hope is that he somehow mucks up, but I don't think it's going to happen. He should be able to do, yep, with this. Oh, is he coming with the catcher? Yeah, he's failed the go for it roll, but it doesn't really matter. So he's down to 1 reroll, and I've lost another player to a knockout. This isn't amazingly well played by me at the moment. I'm sort of struggling with 2 players down now. What I really need to do is clear some space for this berserkers and catch him off guard there, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen anytime soon. Okay.
Just look at the fans. They're red hot. A majority of supporters reckon that the league should take measures to prevent the small minority of peaceful fans from watching a match on the turf.
Well, I might be able to catch him there. Yeah, I could actually probably do some damage there. Right. Good hit by this player, that's what I needed. Right, I've got to play it a bit risky, but it's entirely possible if I clear off this player that I can punch the ball off field. Oh, what is wrong with my berserkers at the moment? They do not want to do anything. I really needed him to get that, but I didn't want to waste a reroll on it. Sure, that's really actually frustrating. And I know "jure" isn't particularly a great word. But it's still possible. I'll pop a player here. That should alleviate some of that, and then I get a 1-die block on this player, which needs to be better than that, and better than that. Frankly, I almost had the bot. Okay, now I'm beginning to just make weird noises, so I might stop doing that. Berserkers are really failing me here. They're usually a lot more reliable than this, but they only had to succeed on one jump up. But now they succeeded on the wrong jump up. And they're getting me into a bit of trouble. That's something, but he's going to be able to make this. All he needs to do is push this player out of the way and score. Yeah. And that's really not very helpful. That's the first injury we've seen in the game, and it's on my key player, the runner. So that's not great. What I was planning to do was to get that Berserker up and then to push this player off field with the Frenzy, getting the ball away. But, alright, it really annoys. I should have used the reroll really, but I'm not used to using rerolls on, what are they, jump ups. Because I don't usually rely on them that much, but it seems... Yeti is really annoying. Okay, so we're back to 1-0 to him, so that's not all rather good at 1-0 with him. And the Norse are not playing their best, and he gets 3 players up, and I get 1 player up. Not a brilliant start, so I'm 2 players down and going against the team full. Not amazingly good luck, I need these players up really. But hey, we'll see what we can do. As tempting it is to go for a goal with my runner injured, there's not really that much, like, I can't run up that far upfield very quickly. So it's probably more worth just trying to... though there's really no harm to doing it, is what I'm thinking. In the off chance it works. Right. Of course, if the clock goes back and he ends up getting extra turn, this could mean it was 2-0 for him, or a blitz would help him either as well. Okay, so I get an extra reroll, which is helpful, because it means at least I've got a little bit more chance of doing this. He's only got 1 turn left, so what we're going to do is we're going to punch away. That's all I need. And my Yeti's going to charge upfield. And yeah, again, I haven't thought about this at all. And I'm going to be making 1 die block. I'm really not thinking my frenzy's through. But it doesn't matter, he makes it anyway, so click on my behalf. This is not how to play Norse. You should not be watching this to see how to play Norse, because at the moment I am screwing up majorly. Okay, let's see how quickly I can get the ball. I don't want to score. Probably not my frenzy player, but... Okay, we'll make the throw on the off... Oh, there. I could have used... He's going to fail the catch. Or even fail the pass is abysmal. Oh, re-rolled pass, painfully annoying, and my Yeti is standing upfield, not doing anything. And he's going to be able to punch him, pick up the ball and make a pass. So yeah, not great. I could have done with, I don't know, probably just making the handoff there. But there you go, that was my fault for putting reliance on the fact that I had a guy with pass at short pass range. I think it was 1 in 9 that he failed a pass, but hey, it happens. Here we go, and he's knocked down, and he's alright. Though he might be considering scoring injury, but yeah, he's going to have to reroll that. But I'm not doing very well here. I need these two players up, I really do, to make numbers even. Oh, maybe he's going to go for a foul. I can hope he is. Looks like he's going to go for a foul. There you go. And that's why you don't make fouls when you've got 11 players. Right, so we're just going to make a block. That's all I want here. Maybe we'll try and... He's now down a player, so I only need one player up. We'll just try and make this anyway. Ooh. Magic. And then if he fails the throw, it doesn't really matter, because I don't want to risk in... Oh, now you get a perfect goal when you're in the tackle zone of 2 players. Great. Thanks for that. Right, so the path ends 1-0 to him. This could... I'm going to try and... My plan is to sort of roll upfield, play a lot better than I did last time, and try and score injuries. If I can score injuries, then it might be a lot easier for me to actually get the ball and end this 2-1, but I'm going to have to change my way of playing here considerably. Too many frenzy mistakes like the last half. I don't even know what I was thinking. Half of them could have got seriously wrong. I need to watch where my frenzies are going. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so he's got 10 players. So we're going to take our time about this. We're not going to completely just go straight upfield. We'll enjoy our ability to block and stuff. Yeah. Technical term. And we'll see if we can come out of this with him a bit injured, which would be nice. But it's not necessarily going to happen. I don't want to score too quickly. Oh, it's not going to help me. Right. Right, we smack this guy in the face. He breaks the armor but doesn't do anything. That player does that. That player proceeds to completely screw up. And I'm down a reroll now. I want to get the ball picked up, but I've had to use a reroll now, so I might as well cover my bases and just go for a blitz quickly. Which yields no results whatsoever. Okay, the lack of passing means I'm going to carry the ball upfield apparently, but I've also got the problem that my throw is now right at the back of field with no support whatsoever, so he might rush down past. I should be able to pull back and make a cage, but we'll see. That double red skull was not very useful at the beginning, but hey, what are you going to do? So he makes the blitz and scores double yellows. And a knockout. I'm back to a player down. This is really not going quite how I wanted it to. Amazons are very good at the starting time. To have 4 blodge players at the beginning is extremely useful because no one's going to have tackle. But they really begin to suffer later on. Again, my regret is lying with this Yeti. I really don't like him at all. But then again, I think I need more rerolls than I've actually got. So I'll keep this player here. Of course, his dodge comes into play. There's not many both down results coming in, which I really, really quite like.
Is it true that most of the Amazon team's devoted fans consist of young
Right. And so I'm going to go for a smackdown on his capture with my Yeti, which works, surprisingly. And he breaks the armor. So he's doing all right. He's not completely failing me. Right, but yeah, I'm a player down, annoyingly, in a match that, with all that block, should be making... there's more both down results that I would have preferred to see, but this is the game. Yeah, so I guess the current plan is just not to get bogged down too much, try and just get it upfield somehow, but the problem is he's going to be able to dodge in and out, shielding me. Which is the normal tactic for agility teams, and Amazons play like an agility team at the beginning, where they sort of shield against a cage by just sort of pushing forward. Sorry, being only one. You can't. A knockout, really? Ugh, freaking hell! He's breaking on my armor so much at the moment. Yeah, you sort of form a cage where you can't make any blocks and sort of just advance the cage really quickly. You've got to sort of what happens is I can only move the cage one piece at a time. Of course, I could actually just move it up here, and block means that my Yeti's down. Great. So I think my plan is to try and make a break for it here. But it's not going to be easy by any means. It's going to be quite difficult, and I need to damage this player. Well, not damage, rather, just get him out of the way, which with dodge block is not going to be easy. But I've got an extra player to put there. Yeah, and hence why you see Amazons are slightly annoying. I tried my best and I scored so many. That's blodgers for you. But statistically, I should have got a knockdown, but it doesn't. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. It's not great for me though, because I've got nowhere to put my thrower now. Luckily, he gets up, so he's going to help me, but not horrifically well. At least he's got block pass, but he's going to be able to open up this bit of cage with no problems at all. So all I can do is sort of defend against it, but even it's not looking good. I don't have the players on the pitch to stop him breaking into this cage at all. I really need him to make a turnover of some kind. He's doing a good job of just keeping the pressure up. It looks like he's just going to go for a hit on this 2-die block on this Yeti, so at least he's using 3 players every time to sort of knock back the Yeti, but the more the Yeti gets knocked back, the more difficult it is for me to really do too much. So he's got these players left to move. I'm really praying that my block comes into play here. It's also likely I'm going to have to start making 1-die blocks, because there's no way, especially now I've lost another player. I'm just going to say this. Sometimes I've really enjoyed playing Norse at times, and my Norse teams have done really well sometimes, but at the moment my Norse teams cannot do shit. They just sit there and seem to take a beating, and it's horrible. Partly my fault in this game. From an early start I shouldn't have let some knockouts, but later on his armour he hasn't gone down, and my armour, I haven't got the both down results to really even do any damage to him. So he goes for a hit on me, and it doesn't quite hit, but it's going to make that, and ow, got the ball off my hands and knocked me out. Seems like every hit he's making is knocking me out. My arm is just not standing up at the moment. Okay, so I really have nothing to do other than make a few fluky dodges and try and make a run for it. That's genuinely my best plan I have at the moment. Absolute pain, I can't even push him off. Both down results seem to only come when I'm playing against... Right, so what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to jump out into a free space, make 2 dodges. It's not necessarily what you have to do, but of course his wild animal's going to fail, which is redundant, so he's not going to have any tackle zones. Frick it. We're going to try and make a... There goes my other reroll, and it goes for nothing. Yes. So it's not looking great for me right now. My lack of rerolls and my lack of players on the pitch is really beginning to take its toll. Got 5 players knocked out, 1 player badly hurt. For a team that started off with 1 sub, that's not great. That means I've got 6 players on the pitch. And he has 10. So I'm outnumbered 4 with one of my players. Oh, no, they make that 5 players to 10. With one of my players lying on the ground and quite often not doing anything. Yeah, this isn't looking amazing. There's not really much I can do here. He's going to score, and he's going to pick up the ball, and he's going to score. And he'll either take his time about it, or he'll go for a 3-0 win, which will be unlikely, but still possible. He's going to be able to score definitely by turn 14, unless he gets some failed pickups. 3 players on the pitch? No, 4. I now have 4 players on the pitch. One of which has got an armor break, one of which is lying down. And this Yeti has had 2 games and failed to inflict a single injury. I would not be surprised if he just starts fouling me. There you go, he's got the ball. We'll get this player up and do what we've got to do, which is just try and make a dodge, and his jump up succeeds, at least, or rather, it will automatically succeed. We've got to try and delay him. There you go, got the ball off him. I'm going to try and bring the Yeti. Oh, the Yeti's moved, but it's unlikely that he'll make both go for it rolls. Yeah, there you go. But at least he's lying down closer to the ball than where he was. Bonus. Eesh, that is a nasty result. This is Blood Bowl. And all I can be glad of is the fact that there's not like... Oh, I'm not going to say it, hold on. I think that's going to spell the doom for this player. All I can say is that there aren't... Oh god, this is really asking for it. There aren't many injuries. Serious, debilitating injuries. Now, I'm almost definitely going to get that on the Yeti now. Just to laugh in my face, because I don't have the money to rebuy him. But, yeah. I'm really, really not looking in a strong position here. I'm hoping he fails the pickup, but it's not very likely. There's so many Amazons on the team. This is a bad day for mankind. We're just getting wailed on by women here. Yeah, here comes. Yeah, she picks it up fine. He's away, so my best chance is to use my Berserker again, but he's got to make 2 dodges with no rerolls. It's not going to happen. Or if it does happen, it'll be very fluky, but inconsequential anyway. We're just trying to delay him so he doesn't get freed in. Okay, there you go. He's damped on my face a little bit. Always play to try and keep the game sort of... Oh, no. Okay, there you go. It wasn't likely that he made the first one, so the second one was just not really gonna happen. Yeah. So here he goes. I'm sure. Oh, yeah, okay. He's gonna go for a settle for a 2-0 win. By the looks of it. So it was a standard Blood Bowl game. Anything goes. I played really badly in the beginning, first half, and I deserved to lose this. Really, I'm not going to lie. Things I should have improved on. I should have remembered I have Frenzy, and that Frenzy takes you to bad places. Also, I should have not bought a Yeti for variation's sake, because I really hate them. And I would much rather have 2 werewolves, but that's just me. I'll keep the Yeti anyway, on the off chance that he proves me wrong next match. What other tips can I say? Yeah, mostly I lost this because of the Frenzy. I'm now getting stamped on a lot. I'll take a badly hurt. I really don't care if I get badly hurt. Because if I get a player up, they're just going to stamp on me. So I'm going to preserve my team. This is a perfectly legitimate tactic. If you're down to 3 men on the pitch, don't bother trying to fight them unless you're really bitter. Just stand back and let them do what they got to do. Because if you get knocked down, they're just going to foul you and you're going to get serious injuries. So it looks like the Amazons still want my blood. Yay. Good for them. I mean, yeah. And he doesn't score a hit. I'm sure he'll re-roll it. There you go. Ow! I have 2 players on the pitch. 2 players. I have had, in one case, I've managed with a vampire team to completely wipe the floor with another team. I think it was Wood Elves, to the point where they had no players on the pitch. That was a good time, but these things happen. It's not rare, and it happens a lot. And especially later on in leagues. But with these 2 on value 7 teams, one would hope they would even out a little, but not quite the case. So here he is, just pushing on me. There's really not much for me to do. If I make a frenzy, I could make a go of it. The only real direction I can make a go of it is in this one, but I'm going to step into a 1-die block anyway after the 2 if I don't knock him down. Luckily I knock him down. Yes, go Yeti! Smashed ankle. Take that. Right, okay. The Yeti has slightly redeemed himself by getting smoke smashed hit, rather. He should just score now. He might be bitter about the Yeti though, so... Okay, so the Yeti at least made an injury on the team. Far too little too late, but he gets some SPP and that's the important thing. He's knocked down and actually he's probably going to die now. Because that's what happens if you get... There you go, he's going to... Well, actually no, he won't. I doubt he'd even try at that point unless he was really bitter about that smashed ankle. Oh, looks like he could be really bitter about the smashed ankle. Well, if he gets sent off in... No, I was getting hopeful I didn't use it. So that ends the game. And that was a complete utter slaughter for the Norse against Amazons. So if there was ever a game to watch and think, don't play like that, that was the one. Yeah, reasons I lost. Frenzy, wasn't thinking about it. Lack of rerolls. I could have done with far more rerolls than I did. possibly not looking at my order and how I was supposed to do it. I didn't move players around as much, or when I should have. Sort of my timing was all wrong. So the game ends and yet another lineman gets SPP, and the team goes down to another loss, which isn't great. But no one's badly hurt, so we'll leave it there. So yeah, I will see you guys soon. Sorry for the late one. Yeah, I don't know what I'll do next. I've got Bioshock coming up, and hopefully, and I'll try and get this mic stuff fixed. But until then, I'm using this webcam mic, and I'm just shouting very loudly at it with my headphones on. So until next time, adios.